now that all the fun stuff's out of the way, let's start this thing for real. How's your last 3 weeks been? I think it's been 3 weeks, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Has it been 3 weeks?
I wouldn't doubt it. Let's see.
Well, this would be the third week, right?
I want to say, because we were supposed to record this weekend. Last weekend, I was supposed to have had Callie's computer set up for whatever reason. It never happened. Week before that was when my computer decided to.
Yes, I was going to say, do we want to share what happened as to why it's taken a little bit? Because I posted on Facebook and just said that it was technical difficulties.
That's the technical difficulties. Holy crap. I apologize, guys. It's my fault. Sound a little wonky. It's because I'm on a tablet, because my computer decided, hey, let's break our screen after 10 plus years of me owning it and being a trooper. Oh, yeah.
Did you ever find out how that happened?
No idea. I don't see anything in there. I'm just wondering if maybe something got caught from behind. The screen was up. I'm assuming there might have been a big enough gap because there was nothing on the keypad or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming there might have been a big enough gap between the monitor and the keypad area. Something might have gotten stuck in there, and then when I went to go close, it just like enough pressure on it to crack the screen.
You're a victim of circumstance. That's terrible.
Mm-hmm. I was not happy. You can ask Callie. The second it happened, I was swearing up a storm on the drive because reason why I closed it because it was still running from when Callie was trying to get the Taylor Swift tickets.
Oh, the tickets.
Yeah. Oh, that was another shit show.
That was a shit show for everybody trying to get those things.
The girl was on the checkout 4 freaking times, and she got booted out.
Jesus. Don't they have like a timer for that?
There was so many transactions going on. From my understanding, I know it's not a video game thing, but from what she was telling me and what I read the next day, there were so many transactions going on. There was only supposed to be like 1.4 million codes sent out to like the verified fans or whatever. There's like 1.4 billion transactions going on at one time between users, bots, and everything. That's what crashed the site. The site couldn't handle all of it.
Ridiculous. And I'm assuming like at the end of it all, she didn't get it anyway.
Much. It was to the point that she couldn't. Her friend that was originally supposed to get the tickets for everybody, because of like the Visa Chase or whatever promotion.
Yeah.
Time it got to that, the tickets were already sold and they're just like all fucked up.
Yay.
Well, no, yeah. Long story short, my computer was still open since then, and at some point between that point and the unfortunate event, I went to go shut it down, close it, and the screen just cracked, swore up a storm, and I refused to talk to anybody on the drive up to Dartmouth to go shopping.
Yay.
And for everybody out there, I'm not blaming my wife.
I was going to make that joke too.
It just just the story of events. It's not her fault.
But besides that, how has your time been? You've had time to decompress and chill and come back to center. Are you okay?
Yeah, for the most part. I've been trying left and right to figure out what the hell to do. I've even looked up YouTube tutorials on how to convert a laptop into a makeshift desktop to see if I could get it to work. I really don't want to buy another computer.
Have you tried what I told you about? if you have an HDMI out on your laptop, hooking it up to your TV, it should still display the picture there.
I'm still getting the issue where it's getting to the loading screen, which where it won't get past the loading screen. I don't know if there was something else going on at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Still hasn't. After the last 2 times I tried it and it wouldn't get past it, I'm like, yeah, I gave up on it and haven't tried it since.
I'll send you some ideas on how to like try to maybe roll it back a little bit or take a look under the hood and check out like if there's you might want to like go into the BIOS and check and see if there's anything failing to start or run. But that's a conversation for another day.
Sure. So, any new games in the last 3 weeks?
Yes, but like I'm not keeping up with things because I've been stuck on Pokemon.
As you should.
I've wanted to play like other things, and I sit down to try it, and then I'm just like, I just want to play Pokemon instead, even if it is a buggy mess. It's fun.
Want to try it just to see what the an open world Pokemon is, because obviously I've only played the last Pokemon game I played was on the GBA. Really seen
So
how
you
many.
missed a lot.
Yeah, I'm aware of the other Pokemon and their starters and whatnot, but the actual I haven't tried.
We need to get you a Switch.
Working on it. Trying to think.
One of these days.
Oh, I actually went back to playing No Man's Sky yesterday.
Yes, I was wondering if we were going to get back to that. What'd you do?
Spent like 3 or 4 hours just the terraforming manipulating.
Of course, not even exploring space. Just I'm going to build.
No, I'm destroying the planet right now.
Okay.
If you go back to our
through again.
You go back to our little headquarters. See a giant, two nice craters nearby. One literally right next to it, dug into the ground. And I'm not sure which direction. I'm sure if you're up in the sky, you'll be able to see it.
I'm gonna have to log back in and check it out. Just see what kind of mess you made.
The hilarious part about this is, I realized this rather quickly. The terraforming manipulator runs on a silicon part.
Oh yeah, you have to power it too. Yeah.
Materials I'm getting from it is silicon particles. I'm perpetually
God damn it! You beat me to it. I was gonna say you're just perpetuating the cycle.
Pretty much. I also realized if I'm gonna make the entire planet disappear, it's probably going to take me a good while.
You've got a goal. It's something to work towards.
Pretty much. I'm wondering, just out of curiosity, so we're not on this topic for too long, because I know we have other stuff to talk about. But the manipulator, can you upgrade that? I'm wondering if the reason why I can't get past a certain depth is because it's a different material, or it's just not strong enough.
The mining laser, I know you can upgrade that. The manipulator, I don't know, but when you're doing it, you can change the size. Like, you know how you have a globe, you can make that thing bigger or smaller.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I saw that look on your face. You're like, ooh, I got something to try now.
Think about it. I'm going in a nice straight line and then just slightly moving it up or to the side and then down to clear a path. If I can do a wider array, then
It's like a wider sphere. Just big.
I'm okay with that. I can do my damage a hell of a lot faster.
Well, now you have something to play with. All right.
And
For
oh,
like,
I,
go ahead.
uh,
You talking?
no, I was gonna say, and then all the excess silicone particles, I just go back to the station and sell it, and rinse and repeat. Not playing the story at all. I'm just
I've
destroying a planet.
I've created a monster.
You have. Oh, you've enabled. The monster was always there. You
I've enabled. Yes, that's worse. I've enabled it. Oh my god. I was gonna say we're like 10, 12 minutes in. Do we do we intro the podcast now?
Why not? Better late than never.
All right. I Hi.
Everybody.
That it's the Ramble Pack podcast. Yay. Episode 17. I've got the numbers now, and I can't forget it because I've numbered the episodes. So I know what we're on now. We're finally back at it.
Woo!
We're back in the saddle. I'm going to cut that. So, with it being 2-3 weeks that we haven't recorded, there's been some news, but nothing like super crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of Game Awards talk, which I guess we'll save for another recording. Since we talked about like playing games earlier and what we played, since I've been stuck on Pokemon, I'm waiting for a handful of games that are coming out on Game Pass still. Like High on Life is coming out in 9 days. The Witcher's HD, or well, I should say next gen update for it is coming out next week. So I'm jumping back into that. Gungrave actually just came out on Game Pass recently, so I was going to give that a shot, even though I haven't heard very good things about it. I was playing Pentiment on Game Pass. That game's fun. It's just a visual novel essentially, but it's cool, especially for like the time it's set in the 14th, 15th century. It's like 1512 is the time of the game, but the art style is fucking cool.
Was that the game we were talking about last time?
It's one of them.
Okay.
So
I think I know.
I can't. I like that. That's the game that I'm stuck on. When there was, I tried Somerville on Game Pass and it didn't grab me. It was made by the same people who did Limbo, I believe.
Hmm?
It's just I don't know what it is, but it just felt weird and off and kind of janky when you're trying to figure out the puzzles. Like it's supposed to be a kind of like a linear path, and you're supposed to figure out the puzzle in that area to be able to progress. But it wasn't very obvious, and it was kind of clunky and weird. So, story's cool.
I was gonna say what the hell was turning you off about it? You're usually into like puzzles and stuff like that. So if it's that,
Just the controls and like trying to figure out what you're supposed to do, it's not very clear. That was kind of like the problem I had with Scorn too when I tried that. It was everything was very samey, and there was no clear identity or direction as to what to do, and you're kind of fumbling around until you figure it out, and then it's like, okay, I'm moving on to the next thing now, and I don't know what I did.
right? Okay, yeah, that makes sense, and that's what I hate about some games. It's something. They look like something you'd be interested in, but when the controls make it throw you off that much, it's hard to get into the vibe of the game. You know.
And don't get me wrong, I don't want my hand held while I'm trying to play a game. I'd like to figure it out, but when like everything's kind of blending together and nothing is obvious or making sense, then it's kind of hard to figure it out.
Right.
Can't really complain. Games are fun. Keep making them. I like them.
If we don't like them, we'll suck it up.
If we don't like them, someone will.
Right. Let's see.
And that's the beauty of games.
On the topic of games that apparently isn't people too crazy about. So Embracer Group is moving Volition to Gearbox. How bad
Yep.
Saints Row was received?
Yeah, that game was not liked at all. I kind of feel bad too because I love Saints Row and like they tried to pivot making Agents of Mayhem.
Mm.
That game was sad. I did not like that at all.
What exactly was wrong with this one? Is it just because of the glitchy it was, or is it just like people weren't into the story?
There were some issues with gameplay and mechanics of it. So there were some glitches and messes with it. The biggest complaint was, come on, cat, come on in. The biggest problem was like a huge disconnect from like the tone of the story. It just felt like, hey, we're Gen Z kids and we're cool and hip and look at the shit that we do. We're against violence and we like to take care of our animals, but let's turn around and blow the shit out of a bunch of people because they don't believe in what we believe. It
Yeah.
was a huge disconnect between the story and the characters, and it was kind of a mess.
Now, don't get me wrong, because I've never played any of the Saints Row. Is the original Saints Row, wasn't it about like a mafia or something like that?
Yeah, you were the Third Street Gang, and you were trying to make a name for yourself in Stillwater. And it was irreverent and funny, and it like played on the tropes of GTA. But like they tried to make it a new version for like the modern times, and it just did not fit the feel that they had for the other games.
I was gonna say, how do you go from gangsterish to cringy, cringy meme?
You hit the nail on the head right there. It was super cringe. I don't even like saying it like that, but that's what it was. They tried to make like the jokes and be hip and stuff, and it's just like, ugh, please don't say that.
And you sure it's not the old guys in us?
It's not. Reviews don't lie. But yes, they're going under Gearbox because they did not meet expectations. So
We'll have to see how that works out.
they're still going to work on like the bug fixes and whatnot for the game, but I don't see it getting any extra content later on down the road either.
I'm sure. What were you saying?
I was going to ask, since they actually put out a statement, did we want to talk about Bethesda saying something against what Mick Gordon said, since we covered that?
Yes, please. This is one of the things I was actually looking forward to talking about.
Uh-huh.
But when we were supposed to record last time.
Well, they
Yeah.
waited a week or so to put it out.
Shouldn't have waited. Oh, they didn't wait a week. They waited 2 years. Should have said something back then.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They could have said something then when all the shit was going on in the first place. But it wasn't until Mick came in with receipts and stuff that they're like, well, now we got to defend our company.
Right, exactly. Because as much as Mick wanted to leave them out and just like focus on it, he mentioned them. So obviously they're jumping in to cover their ass
Mm-hmm.
interests. I think, and I get why Bethesda did it,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, it's showing big business trying to kick the little guy because they can. Ooh, the little guy's gonna make them look bad.
It's just messy.
Right.
It sucks.
They,
And it sucks that it got to this point too. But sometimes it's I hate to say this, but it's sometimes that's what it takes is putting the shit out there, and especially when you have the stuff to back it up to show that they are in the wrong in the first place. It
right.
sucks that it had to get to that point.
The right thing that should have happened was back then. You could still do it in a way where could have defended it and been like, okay,
And still try to make it right, even regardless.
right, exactly, and just be like, listen, oh, we agree with the statements that was said by what's his face, uh, um, Mick didn't meet expectations. Do apologize in the manner in which this was done. It wasn't appropriate or whatever.
Yeah.
And then try to
Fuck, I forgot what
denounce.
I was going to say about that too. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I'm assuming that they were kind of hands off. Maybe they were still overseeing things and checking out how things were going, but they don't fully know the story because they weren't there in it during everything. So they're kind of like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, saying, "Well, these guys are who's hired and who's doing the job, and they told us what's going on. So, do we believe them or do we believe the other guy who was just a contractor?" It's kind of tough.
True, but they could have gone the same. I think that's where the recent stuff with like Microsoft and Blizzard and all them, especially what in the process of the whole merger, like understand that this is what's going on, especially with the unionization and stuff, and they're like, yeah, we recognize it, we're all for that, whatever. They mentioned something right away. Well, yeah,
Well,
they could
not just that. Phil Spencer came out and said something about all the shit that was going down at the beginning, like that was coming out of Activision Blizzard too,
right.
like all like the frat boy culture and the shit that they were saying and all that mess with fuckboy there. So they at least spoke out against that, and they are allowing the unions to happen, which is cool.
Right.
Which, gonna touch on this really quick since we talked about it earlier too. Is there's another union popping up in Xbox's camp too now. Funny enough, it's coming from Bethesda or ZeniMax, I should point out. Their QA of 300 people are starting their own union, and Xbox has said, "Cool, go for it." So they're at least recognizing that too, which is good on them. Because they could go the Starbucks route and start closing things like, "Nah, fuck you, you ain't getting it."
Right. That just means that everybody's not going to be happy, and it's not worth it.
Yeah, I feel like Xbox is doing the right thing by at least recognizing the unions and saying, "Yeah, cool, we'll work with you."
In the end, as long as they're
Not
making
trying
money,
to
I'm
squash
sure
the
they don't care.
rebellion. Oh yeah, absolutely. Keep the wheels turning.
And everybody who's listening, unions, they're not bad.
The unions are only as bad as the people who are representing them, I would say.
Right.
Good for all.
Absolutely. Yeah. Back on, but circling back to the Mick thing. Microsoft can make take a stance right away. Bethesda could have done the same thing. That's all I gotta say. Shouldn't have taken them 2 years to say something.
I agree. They should have said something at the start, or at least like talk to Mick when it was all going down.
Right. Exactly.
Speaking of problems, Dead Island 2 is delayed again.
Like I know it's been in like hiatus for a while. What I was
And
reading,
it generated a lot of hype when they put out the trailer and was like, "Hey, the game's still in development. Oh, look, it's going to be coming out soon." And don't get me wrong, I like the Dead Island or the original Dead Island. It was fun. I am of the mind that if a game needs more time to be made well and get it out the door with as minimal bugs as possible, fine. Do it. It's okay. It just sucks that they had to delay it again until April. I'm excited for it, but take your time. You want a game to come out well? Do what you need to do.
I've taken almost 10 years. It's another delay.
Yeah.
All I'm getting is like PTSD, flashbacks, Kingdom Hearts. I feel your pain, people.
All right. I'm going to call back to other podcasts. Remember how it's like every episode you got to bring up Kingdom Hearts?
That's why
You just did it again. You didn't even think about it, and you did it.
Gonna happen. It's gonna be my thing.
It already is. You do it without thinking. It's just like, oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts. which
relate
is cool.
everything.
That's fine. You do you.
Yeah, no, as the fact that I found out that it was announced, it is laughable. It was announced to in what 2014. Supposedly, it was supposed to come out the year later, and yeah, that didn't happen.
They had a game on the interim, like they had Dead Island Survive or something like that, but it's not the same.
Not a mobile game.
I think it was an Xbox arcade game. It's one of the two. I don't know. It's old. It came out not long after the first Dead Island. But you added a bit of information on the doc that I didn't even know.
One.
The trailer.
Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. They actually gave an exact release date, April 28th, and was it this month or actually tomorrow?
Yeah. That's why I'm surprised. I'm like, oh, cool. Something to check out. And I'm a little surprised that they're doing it then, with the Game Awards being 2 days from now. Or 2 days from now. 3 days from now. 2 days from tomorrow. Why not hold it for 2 more days and do it during the Game Awards? Excuse me.
Wondering if there might be something else going on.
What's that?
I don't know. Maybe they have something else in the pipeline.
Oh, I thought you were hinting at something. Hey, what else is coming out tomorrow besides the trailer?
Disney Dreamlight Valley. We get Woody and Buzz.
Yay! And a new path to do for the Moonstone thing. Wonder what the things are going to be. Isn't it supposed to be winter themed?
Uh-huh. And if the promo art is anything, the characters are actually going to get winter overlays.
Oh, that's cute. Wonder if they're going to put snow in like the different biomes and stuff.
That'd be cool.
Kind of defeats the purpose for the frozen area. But yeah.
Maybe you'll see the snow actually falling.
Good point. Instead of raining, it'd be snow.
Pretty cool.
Either way, we're all excited. We can't wait to play it.
Now, do you I don't remember off the top of my head. When you read the patch notes earlier, did it say anything about Stitch? Because for some reason, a lot of people are thinking Stitch is going to be in this patch as well.
They haven't mentioned anything about that I've seen. The main thing that I saw earlier, just scrolling through, was Kristoff's inventory is getting, he's getting a wider range of items, so they're expanding his thing.
Tent, wink, wink, iron ingots.
Yes. It even says, psst. In their patch notes, it says, psst, there may be some iron ingots in there. Oh, cool. It says it's getting chilly outside, so we've updated many of the fireplaces in Dreamlight Valley to allow you to manually light them. Exceptions include the Horn Tavern fireplace, Cozy fireplace, Antique furnace, and Celestial fireplace. Increased wood distribution, buffed critter stomachs to allow for even more treat sharing, reduced game loading, reduced game installation size, so a lot of optimization. Improve the loading of in-game assets, performance of memory usage for large gardens, which is 50 plus plants. So that sounds like something about you. Removed a dried plant sound effect to improve performance, and fixed a memory leak. Nothing else about anything for Stitch or anything like that.
Now I'm wondering, what sound effect are they talking about? Like when they transition over, is there a sound effect? When they dry out, is there a sound effect? Or are they talking about like when you plant the seed?
Well, I say sound effect, but it says VFX. So I don't know.
We'll just have to find out.
So this one is this update's called Missions in Uncharted Space.
What I find funny is like the Discord and the Facebook groups. People with it, who clearly don't watch Toy Story that often, because they thought that statement was a clue to there being Stitch.
See, I can understand that with the space like the space angle, but no, that's clearly from Toy Story 1. That's what Buzz says during the commercial when he
Thank
finds out he's
you.
a toy.
So I'm not the only one.
I know my shit.
Apparently, Callie had no idea.
What?
Had to tell her.
Of all people, really? Oh, Callie. Little disappointed.
Apparently, a lot of people are along the same lines as her. But hey,
Oh, when Meg gets off work, I'm going to ask her. I'm going to say, hey, what's this from? See if she remembers.
oh jeez. Hey, talk on the talk about Dreamlight Valley. Did you get your golden potato?
What? What?
There's a code. There was a hidden code in one of the posts in the Discord on the promo image. You get a golden potato that's supposed to be for a quest later on in the game. I'm assuming it's going to be optional, or else they wouldn't have hidden the code.
Or maybe there's another way to get that in game. Well, damn. I'm going to have to look at that then. I had no idea.
Yeah, because the image itself was only posted in the Discord. Once it was found out, it shared all
Okay,
over.
we have a group text between me and you and our wives talking about the updates and everything, and you couldn't send me the code.
I forgot. Okay, I'll send. Actually, I'll send it right now.
You don't have to do it right now. It's fine.
I think I should have the image saved. Do I? Da, 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 da. For it later.
While we're talking about Disney, I think you were excited for Speedstorm.
Yeah, I wanted to try it, and it's delayed. I get it. If they're trying to work out kinks and stuff like that, that makes sense.
It's another one of the instances of the game just to them it's not ready, so they want to put more effort into it, which again is fine.
Absolutely. And isn't this supposed to be another free-to-play game too?
I believe so.
Oh yeah. If I'm not paying for it, take your time. I don't give a damn. I'm not gonna complain.
Mm-hmm.
There. Da, 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 da. Are we?
You still looking for the picture?
No, I was just trying to get caught up on the notes here.
Okay. Talk to me, baby.
So yeah, you hear about Yuji Naka, creator, getting kiffed?
Yeah. For people who don't know who Yuji Naka is, he's the original creator of Sonic. And he got arrested in Japan on insider trading.
It was him and two other people, surprisingly. As soon as they found out about that, what was the name of the company they ended up buying? It should be here, isn't it?
The Dragon Quest developers? Or what?
It was I don't remember the name. It started with an A. But the second they found out that those companies were going to be working with Square Enix to develop the next Dragon Quest game, they bought the stock. Didn't buy anywhere near as much as they did, but it was significant enough. Hey,
Right.
red flags here. So, tell the story,
Looks a little
kids.
funny.
Tell the story, kids. Share your information with everybody. Oh.
So, what was the name you were looking for? I'm reading through the article really quick to find it.
The name of the developer that was actually going to work on Dragon Quest, that Dragon Quest game.
Oh, Dragon Quest Tact is the name of the game. Oh, it's just called Aiming.
Yes.
AIMING.
That's the company.
I'm going to read this. And I quote, "The Special Investigations Unit of the Tokyo District Public Prosecutor's Office, which made the arrest, said that Naka had bought 10,000 shares in the company Aiming for about 2.8 million yen or 20,000 US after learning about Dragon Quest Tact in late January 2020 before the announcement of the game the following month.
That's a no-no.
No man. No good.
Well, what gets me is the arrest itself didn't happen until, if I read it correctly, didn't happen until like a year later. He was already on his either he was already on his way out or was already out the door square. How bad the
Balan Wonderland.
yeah.
Yep, that was his failed attempt at striking out on his own again, and that game was bad. Bad, bad, bad.
He needs to stop teaming up with the other guy from Sonic. We love Sonic, but they didn't do very well.
Well, at least Frontiers did a middle of the road. What we settle on for 74? A C? Solid C plus, maybe? B minus?
Yeah. B
It's okay.
like the 80s range.
I'll give it a solid one thumb up. I haven't played it, but that's what the score is, so. Woo. But that is kind of crazy, just thinking, like, I grew up playing Sonic. I watched the cartoon. I read the comic, like the original Archie comic, and now the creator got arrested. It's like, damn. Times are changing.
He really needed them gold coins, huh?
Rings, damn it. They're not
God,
fucking coins.
Oh, jeez, please don't rip me apart, people. I know.
Mike, turn in your gamer card. You're done.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Listen, buddy. I play in Gil and Gil alone.
Sounds like a personal problem to me. That's okay. I play in rupees, so I can't really say much.
To have an episode about what the supposed conversion factor would be on those.
That would be hell. Like taking coins, rings, gil, and rupees. What's another like really popular currency in games that we can try to convert to real world dollars?
What's the Pokemon?
We need a good base.
Is there a name to the Pokemon currency, or is it actually the
Oh,
Japanese?
shit, I don't know. I don't know. It's a symbol, but it doesn't look like the Japanese currency symbol that I don't think.
I don't think so either.
I gotta look this up now. That's a good question. I gotta look this up now.
But if it is, that would actually be a good starting point, though.
Keep vamping. I'm looking.
Let's see. We got Gil, we got rupees, we got gold coins, gold rings. Monies.
So they're just called Poke Dollars.
They're just called Poké Dollars. Okay.
Apparently, according to this thing called Poke Dollar and Wiktionary, it says in the localized versions of the same games in every language besides Korean, that symbol is changed to a letter P with two additional horizontal strokes referencing the yen symbol, and then they show it, while also similar to the Russian ruble, which is similar to it, but it looks like a P. The symbol based on P is commonly known. Let me try that again. The symbol based on P is commonly named Poke Dollar or Pokemon Dollar.
I can accept that.
It's a letdown. I was hoping it was something more exciting. But it's based on the yen, so close enough.
So we could take liberties with that if we were to try to do something like that. Start off with the Poké Dollar and find the equivalent of it to the yen, and then translate it.
And then convert it to dollars.
Convert to dollars, or figure out like. Seeing as like I know Pokemon doesn't have anything like that. Between I'm sure if I'm wrong, please correct me. Zelda, Dragon Quest, Fantasy, all those games like that all have like let's say the common orichalcum. Look at the costs of that, and then calculate from there equivalency.
Probably.
You know
We'll have to do
the
some
ratio.
research. Maybe we can make this happen.
Hey, Bath Geeks unite!
Oh man. Oh, so Pong turned 50 on the 29th of November. I didn't realize it was 50 years old.
Would have thought it would have been a lot older. Really?
Yeah. There's a little celebration on it, or of it. You must have missed it.
Probably.
Speaking of Pong, too, there's a game out somewhere. I think I haven't found out where to fucking find it. I just keep hearing about it called like the Atari 50th Collection or something like that, and it's all the Atari games in like a collection of them, but they give the backstory behind the games and they talk about it like within whatever this collection is. It's pretty neat.
And you can fit it all on a flash drive.
You're not wrong. Those games are tiny. Oh god, I just saw what was underneath that little blurb of information. You want to talk about the Super Mario Brothers trailer?
Oh my god.
Since they put out a second trailer. Besides this trailer too, I don't know if you saw the additional ones, but they had a Spanish. I say Spanish, but it was a trailer put out in Spain, and then another one that was a Dutch trailer that came out with additional scenes that they didn't show in the trailer that we got. Oh, you didn't. I saw them eyes.
No. All I know is I saw the teaser trailer, which was like, no! Print! And I saw this one. You're really gonna make me go look it up after this cast?
I mean, it just shows a couple little things here and there. It's nothing to write home about.
Is it? I watched the different versions, the international versions of the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, including the Brazilian one, just to see the shadow shot.
Oh my god. Is that how you feel about this movie? Like you need to go find all the bits of information to figure it out?
Why not? Listen. When I heard about the Mario movie, who would have guessed that they would have included Mario Kart into this movie?
Yeah, that was a surprise. I did not expect that.
It was a nice touch to Rainbow Road.
I agree. What did you think about hearing all the additional voices finally?
Like the additional voices. I know we talked about this earlier. Pratt sucks.
Yes. That was the worst part of it. Everybody sounded great. I love Charlie Day's Luigi. Seth Rogen, you only hear a little bit of him as Donkey Kong and shit, but like everybody nailed their characters. They sound like they're having fun with it. And then you hear Chris Pratt as Mario, and it's like he sounds bored and super uninspired when he does it. I hate it.
Like when they did the fall sound, screaming. It just like it sounded like ah. Like you paid him all this money for that?
Oh man, someone found the French trailer for that too, and at the end of them, the wahoo that he does in the cart, we got we got screwed. It sounds so good in French. While we might not want Charles Martinet's Mario because it would probably get annoying after a while, whoever does the French voice nailed that wahoo at the end of it. It was so good.
Like I have to agree with what we talked about in the last trailer. I mean, not the last trailer, last podcast. Wow. I agree now. Now that I've had time to stew on it, the video game voice actor would get annoying after a while. But at the same time, it's gotta sound pretty damn close.
Someone did cut, well, they recut the trailer using snippets from the game with his voice, and it's okay, but it definitely fits better than Chris Pratt's voice, just for those pieces.
I don't mean to shit on him, but especially since I love him in Guardians of the Galaxy. But oh,
Yeah.
he might change my mind when the movie comes out, but at this point, no.
They still have time to re-record things if they don't like it too.
Very true. Like
I
Jack
think
Black,
I read
like Jack Black's
some.
take on Bowser, though.
He sounds really good.
Oh yeah. At times in his voice you can tell it's Jack Black. Other times no. I'm like, did a good job.
I agree.
So you looking forward to the new season of Destiny?
No,
Oh, why not?
that's my gut reaction first. Man, I fell off so hard on this recent season, and not to mention like they've done this thing where they don't tell you anything about the next season until they're in maintenance, and then they start giving you snippets here and there.
Okay.
And me included, the community is kind of tired of this shit because it's like there's nothing. We don't know what to expect, what the gameplay loop's going to be like, what the story, the continuation of the story is going to be. Nothing. And we're looking for anything, any kind of information, so we know what's going on, what to expect. And they're full in on talking about Lightfall and all that stuff and getting you hyped for that when it's 6 months away. But they can't give you any information on the new season leading up to it. They just do it on that day when it's going to drop. And I feel like that's not the way to do things.
No, at least tease it or something. If they're not even doing that, what the hell's the point?
Yep. So we don't know the season's name, what it's going to be about, except today, Monday, the 5th, they're putting out little teases here and there, like DMG, who is like one of the community managers, tweeted out like a robot face. And if you're reading through like the grimoire in the game from like certain little stories, it's hinting at actually being a Rasputin season this time. And they put out a still image with a YouTube link for the premiere of whatever the trailer is tomorrow, and it's Osiris and Anna standing over an engram, which is what they put Rasputin's AI into when the pyramid ship showed up. So it's clear that we're going to get a season of Rasputin and see what's going on from there. But it's just, it sucks that it took until it's going to come out tomorrow for that to happen. And in doing so, since I said that I fell off so hard on the last season and it was not a very fun season, their player count dropped hard on Steam.
Oh Jesus!
When I say Steam, I put both the Steam and like the overall numbers from a website I didn't know existed called playercounter.com. Steam is even less now, actually. I checked it recently. It was just under 40,000 players on Steam, and now it's even less. It's like 35, 32, something like that.
Ooh.
But when I got the numbers worldwide, I guess, or maybe, I don't know, it didn't say if it was worldwide or not. Just total player count was about 880 or 838,000.
That's a lot of people.
Huge drop from the millions of players that they had.
Wasn't
It is
that
a lot. You're not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, they consistently had at least 1 million players, if not like 1.5 million, when they had good seasons. This one, it dropped under that hard. So, hopefully this next one injects some life into the game.
Hopefully, I'm just wondering if people are just getting tired of it too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, burnout's not, or what am I trying to say? Burnout is a thing with this game because it's the same gameplay loop. It's just a matter of the activities being fun enough to do. And one of the biggest problems that they still have is that they don't have any PvP maps. They don't have anything new. It's all the same shit from like D2 vanilla.
Jesus.
Yep.
Because that.
So their competitive side, I wouldn't even call it competitive, just like PvP side is stagnant. It's all the same stuff.
And then I was, because one of the times I've been over at Callie's parents' house, because her dad still plays Destiny 2 every so often, and while he went to go cook dinner, he had me take over on the controller. I was doing at least the newer version of capture the flag type of thing, and I'm like, this is weird and janky. It's not as fun as it was when it was the capture the flag on Destiny 1.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think I fell off a long time ago. Like there was the first switch over from 1 to 2. I had fun at the beginning, but I wasn't into it as much as I was on Destiny 1.
Yeah.
Uh,
It is what it is. We'll see what happens tomorrow at reset. I'm definitely going to log in and try it. That's me. I'm invested. But my expectations are low, but I still have hope.
any mentions yet as to whether or not? Because I know Lightfall is supposed to be the end of it, isn't it?
The final shape is the end of it. Lightfall is the next expansion that comes out in March, February, end of
Mhm.
February, March, something like that. The final shape comes out the year after that, and that's going to be the end of the Light and Dark saga, and then they move on to whatever they have planned.
So there's like no mention of maybe like a Destiny 3 or anything yet.
They quashed those pretty well. Like there was a lot of. Uh oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
No,
That was weird.
but
You good?
I hear you.
Okay. I don't know what happened.
Still recording?
You just disappeared on my. Yeah, still recording. You just disappeared on my end.
Yeah, same as you. It looks like your video is good. Okay.
All right. Anyway, people were asking about a Destiny 3 because comparing the graphics from 1 to 2, it's like kind of a downgrade. And people were hoping that maybe they can wipe the slate with this and get some new ideas and change things up for Destiny 3. But they're like, we're not going to focus on 3. We're going to focus on building up what we already have. So we're doing a lot of things behind the scenes, making things better, seeing if we can improve the graphic or the game engine and things like that.
Mhm.
So that's all they've been focused on.
Okay. Hopefully things get a little bit better, but until then,
I'll let you know tomorrow. Or well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get around to it Wednesday instead because we have plans tomorrow.
no. Talking about is being updated with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet going right now.
I'm conflicted. I like the game. It's fun. It's new. It's interesting. I'm enjoying it. However, it is a piss poor excuse of a Pokemon game or a game in general on the Switch. It's a buggy, glitchy mess. And it runs at if it's lucky at 30 frames a second. And what kills me is people are complaining that it's the Switch's hardware. But you forget that we've got The Legend of Zelda, which is also an open world game which has instant load times and has no issue running everything that's going on and does not get bogged down and chug like this game does.
Right.
It's the way that they have it optimized and is performing on the hardware itself. They need to change the way it's loading in things and handling things for it to actually run better. And I have seen mods that people have made that helps the game to run at 60 frames a second, and oh, it's so pretty. It looks like it should. But Nintendo has said that they are aware of the issues and they're working as hard as they can and as quick as they can to fix these bugs and shit. Which an update just came out recently, but they didn't say what it necessarily fixes. The only thing that they specified was that it makes sure that a music file plays on one of the end fights for the Elite Four. Never specified any of the bug fixes or what they actually did behind the scenes.
big
I will
question.
get off my soapbox now.
Oh no, here's the big question because uh, I've been hearing that Nintendo is refunding people their money. Is that actually true? Is that just for like
I
some?
I can't confirm that. I know that there have been reports of people trying to get a refund, and I wouldn't doubt that Nintendo would refund them, but like it's hard to get a refund from Nintendo. They like to hold on to their shit. But yes, there have been like people on the subreddits and stuff saying that they're working on trying to get a refund because it's such a mess. It just runs like doo doo.
My thing is, if you guys are noticing this stuff blatantly, and I've seen the videos, it's bad.
It's bad.
Why the hell, knowing Nintendo, why the hell would they release the game at that point?
To be fair, I don't think that Game Freak is owned by Nintendo. They are their own company, so they get to decide if they send it out. I'm gonna double check that just to be sure because I'm not absolutely positive, but I think that's the case.
But you go back to even the original Pokemon games. They held the game for years because of how many glitches were going on for them to fix.
Here's another thing. Monolith, the company Monolith, who helped create Xenoblade Chronicles.
Mhm.
They are known for their open world games. They had a hand in helping create the open world for Pokemon. Why
Mhm.
does it run like shit when all the other games that they've worked on for open world stuff run just fine? Where did they go wrong there?
I have no idea. I'm just having a hard time getting behind videos of the battle systems and to get the grasp, let alone the glitching.
Nintendo is just a publisher of the games from the Pokemon Company and Game Freak. They do not own them specifically, so Game Freak made the decision to put the game out in the state it was in.
Shame on Game
There's your
Freak,
answer. Yes.
especially with what they're charging for that game. Shame on them.
Yeah. To their credit, it's fun when it works and things work correctly. It's a fun game. Just the open world, despite like there being Pokemon roaming around and things to do, it feels dead. There's no real life in it. But just going around checking out Pokemon, catching them, doing the battling thing, it's fun. I'm enjoying that. But that's about it.
I think this is a perfect example of, at least in my opinion, I could be completely wrong here, of companies being reliant on patches to fix a game.
That's a constant thing these days. I mean, we'll probably get to it, but that's exactly what happened with the Callisto Protocol too, and that just came out.
Oh, that looked good. It's running into that.
Yeah, it wouldn't even run on PC. A lot of people were having issues where it wouldn't even run on there, and there was frame rate drops and just load issues and stuff on the consoles. So they had to really quickly put out patches for it to stop with the stuttering and the lagging and stuff, and actually play well on the PC, and get it up to the bar that they want for console. To be fair, they managed to do that. The game is actually running well, and people are able to play the game.
Mm,
But that's what happened as soon as they shipped it out.
Jesus.
Yep. I mean, I put it on the notes here too. It's at a 75 average, if that gives you an idea of how it's doing. People are like saying it's great, it's scary when it wants to be, but a lot of it is, jump scares, and it's very samey when it comes to the scares.
Mm.
And of course, it is, it's supposed to be the Dead Space successor. It's supposed to be the next step in that from the people who originally made Dead Space, but it's some people are complaining that it's a little too Dead Spacey. Like rather than being the next step of it. It took too much from the original Dead Space and tried to be, I don't know what's the right word for that. It took a little bit too much of inspiration
Right. It
rather
seemed
than
more like
finding
a
its own
spin-off.
legs to stand on.
Right. Instead of it being an original, it's basically like a spin-off game.
Sort of. I would say too much inspired by Dead Space, so that way it doesn't have its own clear cut identity. But it's not doing bad.
But it's not making me want to play it more now. Is that
If you like those kind of games, give it a shot.
yes.
Hey, I'm not twisting your arm. You don't have to.
If it shows up as a deal or ends up being one of the monthly downloads, then I'll grab it. At this point, I won't. By the sounds of it, I probably won't pay full price for it right now.
Fair enough. Speaking of full prices, Xbox is going to be raising their first party titles to $70 now.
We knew that was gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, just didn't know when. But I guess it's going to start next year because they are quoted saying that they're raising it to $70 because of content scale and technical complexity of their first party titles. And going forward, the first ones that are going to be $70 are Redfall, Starfield, and the next Forza Motorsports game.
And when they
So
really
not unexpected, but kind of sad. Especially, I. Here's a good question for you. Starfield was supposed to come out in November. They're raising the price of the games to $70 now. Would they have made that game $70 before now, or would they have changed the other ones later on?
have a good point.
I wonder how long they've thought about this.
I agree. I am very intrigued about that question now. I didn't think of that. If it was supposed to come out, it would be the old pricing. And what's their reasoning now? For it? If they were willing to charge the old price before.
Yeah, I don't know. It makes you wonder.
Yes, it does. Also
I
means
mean, I
we're
know
going to be
that these
spending.
first-party titles are pretty expensive to make too, because like these are the top studios that they have. So of course they put a lot of time and money into them, so they need to recoup that somehow. But it's just the timing is weird when it came to the original Starfield release.
Right. All I gotta say is if you're going to be raising the price on it, don't pull the shit that have the same problems that the last two games we just talked about had. Release the game and you're gonna have patches for game breaking glitches or issues. People are paying good money for it, then don't want a half-ass product.
Right. Guess we'll see what happens when the games come out in March, starting in March, I think. I don't think anything's coming out in January, February. March is the big release month for a lot of stuff. I know we talked about the Game Awards a little bit earlier. I'm going to throw out some news that came out ahead of the Game Awards just so that way. Well, these companies did it just so that way there's no like mistaken things and stuff like that.
Huh?
Something to look forward to. Tekken 8 reveal. They're going to show off the new one, I guess. People have been getting like posters and t-shirts saying save the date, but instead of date it's D8. Haha. Especially since the Game Awards is the 8th of December, so works on two fronts.
Oh my god, that took
Ridiculous,
me
I know.
way too long for that to hit in my head.
I bet you Harada had a deal or had a hand in that. He's the creator of Tekken.
I'm sure.
Wouldn't surprise me. A leak. Close that mouth. No yawning. There's a leak. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which is the sequel to Fallen Order. That's going to come out in March, of course, on the 16th. But they were going to show off a trailer during the Game Awards, and somewhere it was leaked that it was coming out, so... Or the date was. I think it was leaked on Steam, actually, funny enough. So they're like, yeah, it's coming out. We'll show you the trailer at the Game Awards. And then NetherRealm Studios, Mortal Kombat creators, said, no new Mortal Kombat game being shown off. Nothing.
They're honest.
Nothing to look forward to there. Yeah, Ed Boon was like, nope, nothing to show. Sorry.
We gotta watch, and they have something. Woohoo!
I mean, I'd be very surprised if he said no and then turned around and showed something, but you never know. There are going to be some new game reveals, I'm sure, and some other trailers for things. That's what they do. Oh, that's the meme. Like, during Game Awards, it's like, world premiere. And then they show off a new thing.
Watch him set something up just to troll people. Would laugh my ass off.
Those trailers are fun, though. When they're like, oh, it's going to be this, and then it subverts your expectations. Like, oh, something new. Those are fun.
I'm just trying to see if there was anything else we missed.
There is some we missed. CDPR confirmed that Witcher 1, the remake for Witcher 1 is going to be open world like Witcher 3.
Woohoo!
And that was mentioned during their third quarter financial results. So, that's exciting. Wonder how that remake's going to be. Do you want to go to sleep?
No! Sorry!
I don't blame you. I'm tired too.
They should try the Witcher games, because I know you said they're pretty good, and I've seen a few scenes, so I want to actually try it out for myself at this point.
The Jesus Christ. The combat is not too in-depth or difficult. It's a lot of like juggling signs and potions and bombs and sword attacks, but it's generally just dodge, swing your sword. So it's not too terribly difficult, but it's the quests and the stories and stuff. The thing that sold me is like each side quest is its own like complete story. Like, I don't know if I gave an example before, but one of the side quests was like some lady wanted you to investigate her sister's wanted to see what happened to her sister, like she disappeared. So you go to her little cottage thing, and you find out that she was like married to this huntsman, and she's nowhere to be found. So you use your senses, you get some clues as to like there's blood on the ground, and then there's something like this, and you come to find out that the huntsman has a curse, and he turns into a werewolf, and he accidentally killed his wife while he was in that form, so he hid her. But the sister of that lady who sent you on the quest already knew about that and wants you to kill that guy for her. So you can turn around and like tell him what's going on, and then she'll die, or you can turn around and kill the werewolf.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me about that. It's a lot.
But it's like all the side quests are on that level. They have their own little mini story. Besides like the main overarching quest.
Oh shit, okay.
I love it. And there's so much to do in that game. It's so good.
Have to keep an eye on it.
I am always going to recommend that game. I tried to get Meg to play it too before they do the update comes out. Like, just sit down and try this. Maybe we can do a podcast about it after you play it and you tell me, because she likes the Witcher show. She enjoyed watching me play through the game itself.
Yeah.
So I was like, you like this stuff? Give it a shot. See what you think. So she played through the tutorial and she's like, this game's not for me. So I'm like, just play the game. Get past the tutorial. Do this quest.
She was honest for you.
I know. Maybe she'll try it again later. She actually picked up Pokemon too and started that recently.
Hey, did they actually let you do multiple save files?
Yeah, she has her own profile on the Switch.
Oh yeah, because you have it for one, you do it for the other. Okay.
Yep. And Amelia has started playing Mario Kart.
Hey.
All right, we've basically hit everything, but I'm gonna ask you: do you want to run down like the actual gaming award categories, I guess, for the Game Awards? Not go over the nominees, but just the categories and see if like anything sticks out to you. Like, say it's weird or anything you find odd.
Ooh, I know what we didn't talk about.
What?
Smash World Tour being canceled.
That's a mess.
Like I heard about
So,
it, but I'm like, what happened?
so there's this man, there's this organization called Panda Esports, I think, that puts on some Smash games, and I guess they recently were okayed by Nintendo to, I guess, use the Smash license to actually put on these tournaments for Smash itself. The World Tour includes other organizations that do these things, but behind the scenes, it seems like the CEO of Panda Esports was trying to strong arm people to signing on with them so that way they can put on their tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, I guess, vaguely threatening other companies, like, well, I wouldn't want to get Nintendo on this and have them shut it down, so maybe you should just sign with me since I've already got a deal with them. And because all that came out, Nintendo was like, they were cool with it at first and was, without actually putting it in writing, they were like, you have our good graces, you're allowed to do this. When all this information started coming out, they quickly put out a statement saying, all right, we're not doing it anymore. Until like they got like the full other information, which just today, I think, they were like, okay, now that we got the full context of things, this can still go on, but we're not going to have like people speaking for us and things like that. And because of the fallout from that, the CEO of Panda is now stepping down. He's not being fired. He's just stepping down and away from the CEO position. But that organization has lost 80% of their players and staff
Oh,
because of all the
jeez.
fallout now. Yeah. So it's just been a mess since then.
It wouldn't even. It wouldn't even if they could resurrect it. There'd be no point.
Yep. And the organization, too, is like, if you guys want out of your contracts, if you don't want to sign on with us, we'll help you figure out things. That's fine. We completely understand.
God damn it! Why do people have
Yeah.
to ruin a good thing? Bastards!
Power tripping, man.
I know. What the hell? Damn you, Nintendo!
Nintendo is partially at fault, but it's definitely Panda. That's they're ruining it for everyone.
Pretty much. Uh, my only gripe with Nintendo on this one is if they weren't so stingy about things, I don't think
They're
Nintendo would have
very
been.
careful with their IP. Yeah.
Yeah, and like a paranoid parent. Like I get it, that's your bread and butter, but at the same time,
They don't want their reputation fucked with.
true. But I highly doubt a tournament would ruin their reputation, though.
It's a organization speaking on behalf of them is what they didn't like,
Right.
or using them or weaponizing them, I guess, to strong arm people into signing under them.
Right, but my thing is if they what I'm talking about is if they didn't make it so difficult to license their stuff for these type of tournaments and stuff like that, and it wouldn't have the pull or wouldn't have
Well,
would
do you remember the fiasco with Let's Plays for Nintendo games? Like YouTubers trying to stream and play Nintendo games?
yeah, they shut them down.
They shut them down, and then they made a thing where it's like, you have to sign under our umbrella so that way we know who you are and what you're doing, and we get like a 30% cut from it.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The fact that these people that are playing the games on their, yes, they're making money on the streams and shit like that, but it's absolutely free advertisement to
Right.
whatever thousands or millions of people are watching them. Top of that, on top of that free advertisement, you want them to give you 30% of their profit? Fuck that.
Now, I could be getting that number wrong too, but I know that they don't get the full amount from the Let's Plays. Nintendo gets a part of it. At least that was the deal before. I know it's changed since then, but I don't know what the stipulations are now.
Even if it's 25% or 20%, anything that high, I could see maybe like 10% at most because of the amount of free advertisement they're getting from it.
Mm-hmm.
It's I don't know. The fact that somebody's using their games, giving them the free advertisement already there is money in the bank on their part. These people are going to be buying the game themselves if they haven't already.
There are some game devs who don't like that idea though, because they put so much time and effort into the games and then like the cinematics for it and stuff, and then
Yeah.
if you watch somebody streaming it, you see the gameplay, you see the cinematics, you get what you want out of it, you don't go and buy the game. So they feel like it hurts sales too.
In reality, you see something like that. Unless the game is
It's
that
both
bad,
arguments, because you can also push people to buy those games because you're having so much fun. They're like, "Oh, I would have fun if I bought that game too. I like this shit. They look like they're having fun. I'll have fun playing this game too, so I'm going to go get it." It works both ways.
right? The way
It's
I
just
see,
what school of thought do you subscribe to?
right. My thing is, if I'm watching somebody play a game, I like the game. I'm gonna get it myself. If it was that
Right.
good of a game, I'm gonna get it myself. If it's that shitty of a game, I'm not wasting my money.
You'd like to know before you bought it.
Right, exactly. How is that any different than the demos we used to get? Reading
Well,
the articles or anything like
I,
that.
articles and like reviews are a better example than demos, because demo is a slice of a game. It's supposed to give you an indication of what the game's going to be like, but that demo is not going to be the finished product, and it absolutely changes from then to the final game.
Yeah, but from that same perspective, you're still getting a snippet of the game. These streamers are not playing the entire game in one shot.
Yeah, but that's a demo versus the final product.
I understand. I understand that it's not the final product. It's far enough along that you get an idea of what the game is. You're going to decide whether or not you're going to want to play the game. I see it the same exact way as me watching somebody streaming a specific game I'm interested in.
It's like playing it versus playing it versus. Let me try that again. Playing it yourself versus playing it vicariously through a streamer.
Right, exactly. I'll see enough of it, and if I like it, I'll get the game.
Right. And there have been plenty of times where I do that too.
I think it can't hurt. Honest.
Yeah.
But if you're
Like, I get both sides of the argument. I totally understand where the devs are coming from, especially when they put their heart and soul into these things and they want people to experience it themselves, and they feel like it could be a detriment to, I guess, sales of the game and people wanting to experience it. But there's still positives in that as well.
right, because then you could have games that they can put built-in features where they understand streaming is going to happen. But, like, for example, if their thing is
There actually are some options for streamers in like games where it's like licensed music and stuff like that. You can have an option where it turns that off, so that way it doesn't flag the stream for copyright infringement or anything like that, and have it taken down, or you don't make money off of it.
Dreamlight Valley is the perfect example. It has that option in the
Just like
settings.
Yes.
And another example, again, I'm bringing back Kingdom Hearts.
Here we go.
When you're playing the game, if you have the stream the recording function on, it'll record gameplay. Second it gets the cutscene, it'll tell you recording cut off during the cutscene, and then the cutscene's over. It says recording resumed.
Mm-hmm.
That's a feature built into the game. I don't know if it's still there now that the game's been out for a few years.
I like that you say feature. I feel like that's Square Enix covering their asses so Disney doesn't come after them for some reason. Because you know that Disney is very cutthroat with their IPs as well.
Absolutely. Well, so there are ways to go about it. So for a company to say, and again, that's my opinion. They can do whatever the hell they want. It's their stuff. For a
Mm-hmm.
company to say streamers, say either streamers playing my game, playing your game online is going to be a detriment to your business because people aren't going to buy the game now that they've watched it. If the game was worth it, people are going to buy it no matter what. The
Yeah.
bullshit excuse if you lose money because of a streamer, it's because your game sucked. It's a bullshit excuse. You're
Yeah.
going to blame the streamer. You don't want certain content showed? Build it into the game. Those cutoff features. And don't be so stingy with it like Nintendo was. Okay.
No, you're good. All right. How long are we at right now? Okay, just about an hour and a half. I think we're good. I can cut this down a little bit. Not to mention, we both got work tomorrow, so should probably hop off.
This wasn't bad. Other than that one cutoff, and I don't know what exactly caused it. This isn't a bad setup for something that's going to be patching. In the meantime, while we're getting everything else fixed, this is not bad at all.
As long as it's working for you. We also haven't signed off of the podcast. You want to say bye?
Oh, yeah. Bye, guys. Thank you for listening to my rant.
All right. Say goodnight, Mike.
Mike.